This is the trading review for Wednesday, the 5th of July 2023. I'm still practicing incorporating new elements from value and bullion price analysis from the book, and I came back from a long weekend, so I'm a bit rusty, but that's no excuse. I did my analysis, but I failed to draw the range from the previous day, which could have come handy after this strong reaction. I was looking at AMD and Apple and Tesla, and I had a really good reading of what will happen. It's just that I didn't really have confidence, and I changed my plan way too much. And so on AMD, this red line right here is the previous day is a previous day high. So if we manage to sell back into this, we're getting back into value. And if we break out from here, we will be trading outside of value, and we open inside value, but very close to the edge. But we managed to trade outside of it, and then we threw a lot of selling signals here, a lot of selling pressure with a lot of volume on the second 2-minute candle, and that should have forced me to make an R4 entry for a quick 2 to 1, but I didn't pull the trigger. Still within the first 5 minutes, and then we attempted to get out of value again, but we threw another a pair of tweezers here. That's what they're called, and signaling a lot of selling pressure to the top side, with the top at 117.25, very important level. So I should have made an entry short here with a stop loss around this area, and I did, but I wanted to drop below R4 because it's a breakout area, and the problem with that, and the reason why I got out the break even, is because even though I make my entry here, and it's outside value, so as you can see here, we had some buying, so that kind of made me a bit nervous, and I decided to get out at break even. So this is an strategy is R4 reversal inside R4. This E trade. We executed perfectly. Break even. We're gonna do an asterisk here because we executed perfectly, but and we got loss minus 0.1, and the reason I got out did not accept loss, and my plan was, if we had failed to sell back into value and try to cover the daily gap, I will have gotten long instead at the break of 117. We had a very large stack at 117, and we still do. So it was kind of a balance level 2, which made things complicated for me. And so I got out at break even. That's our first trade, and I'm not too happy about it. E trade, yes. Balance. Oh no, this is not the right place. let's see what's balance. Minus 0.1. Oh no, this is break even. Minus 0.1. So it's unfortunate that I got out of break even, and right after that, I shouldn't have done this. I rushed to take a trade, and I look at Tesla, and Tesla, this was a very painful price action. As soon as I got out, the price just dropped like a hammer to make a new low within the time frame I was looking at. So it was very painful to watch it hit my first target at 1635 and then continue to go on. So I shifted too much into, well, I'll talk about it at the end. Anyway, so I rushed into Tesla to take an R3 short. So here, my idea was, okay, we fail to break value, so we're trading inside of value. So it's definitely a bracket day, and I wanted to make an entry at R3, but I should have followed this sell signal here, signaling the top of the bracket, and I should have made my entry short here. Instead, I waited for R3, and I didn't wait for the 5-minute candle to give a clear signal here for a breakdown, and I got stopped out. So it was in anticipation. This was an R3 short, so it's an A traverse. Okay, it's wrong way, bro. Okay. So it was not executed. So this doesn't matter. It was balanced. I guess it's irrelevant. So I didn't execute today. It was in anticipation, and I should have waited. We once again tried to go high, signaling the top of this bracket, giving it validity. So I should have traded this top of bracket for the drop, and then we had an opportunity again to drop again. We made a lower high, and I guess this signal kind of the top of the bracket here, and then we kind of respected it a little bit. We actually respected the open, and then tried to bounce back up, but then we are encountering more resistance now. So it's definitely a short day today, and this was a clear signal for the top, indicating the top of the bracket, and that was my second trade. So far not so good. And my third trade was an R3 short. So after that loss, I decided to just go out, just enter short, and it was a nice break of the 5-minute candle here. So, and we were sort of creating value here, so it was a bit choppy up and down, and but still was trading very strange. It just stopped me out. I don't know if I can see much wrong with this one. The first trade, it's an 8 reverse. I think I executed balance, and resulting in a loss, minus 1.1. I guess I should have seen this. This was still acting as support, I guess. So I have to be more careful. This entry here, is obvious that R3 is acting as resistance, so that will be the much better entry. And now we can see AMD is trading all the way down to S3, which is crazy. It's not crazy, it's what I expected. And I got stopped out. You can see buying pressure here still. The market's still trying to decide what to do. And I got stopped out. I made another entry here, and I got stopped out as well. And I should have flipped. I wanted to flip my position for a R3 failure, but I didn't. Instead, I went short again after selling this selling top. But my problem here was that I didn't wait for R3 to act as a resistance level. It was still a fighting, and you don't want to get in the fight. But so this was an A trade again. I would say yes. Technically, it's technically it's in the in the playbook. That's how it has to be played when based entirely on on the Camarilla pivot system. But that's the root of my problem right now. On the daily, I guess we respect the rules, but we learn a lot today. I guess emotion. I'm gonna give myself a 6. I think we're like at 7. It's good stuff. I I did good pre-market, but could have been better to had rid of the market. 3. I respected my stop losses. So those are the 3 good things I did today. I respected my stop losses despite going against me. Did I hit my goal? No, I think I hit my goal today. And we executed 75%. So it's good. $75. We took 4 trades. 0.4 minus 3 point. How was our loss today? 3R. 3.3. So what happened today, what I wanted to talk about, is that I put too much emphasis into the Camarilla pivot system to make my entry, and but with what I'm learning just now, it's that the Camarilla pivot is more of an area. It helps with bias, it helps with ranges, but it's not my entry signal. My entry signal has to be the new thing that I'm learning, which is BPA, is volume price analysis, pretty much, from the minds over markets. And I need to do that because these were the entries for sure, and using this as resistance now, that should have been my entry for sure at R3. R3 is still acting as support. R3 needs to act as resistance, such as in this example. I'm making my entries in anticipation, and today I felt that I had lost a little bit of control in my entries, but that was because I was focused too much on the Camarilla pivots and not focused on the price action, on the volume, and on the signals for entry, which were these weeks. So I understand. I shouldn't be too harsh on myself, because what I need to understand is that I made a lot of progress and that I was rusty today from the 4-day weekend, but I need to refresh myself when it comes to this. I'm actually looking forward to finishing the book, to continue reading, and as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna read it again, and I'm gonna write down what I need to improve. But so far, had I accepted this as my entry, this could have been a beautiful entry short. This could have been a beautiful entry short as well. Had I based my entry based entirely on levels, because this at the top, and should have just made my entry. This day was, this familiar candle is pretty weird. Was the 15 minute was too extended on Tesla, so it should have been a warning signal that we were just gonna sell off right away. AMD was, the 15 minute AMD was weak. But anyways, let's especially on AMD. This is what I should have focused on. Um, yeah, that's it for my trading today. That's the trading review. Despite a lot of mistakes, I had some. I showed some glimpses of what new system will do for me. It's just that I fell back into my old habit of using just Camarilla pivots for entries, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm focused entirely on BPA.